You know, I'm a grouch, which means I just have trouble getting merry at Christmas. I mean, if it's not the rampant consumerism, the endless play of the most annoying Christmas specials you've ever heard, or the fact that Comedy Network demands on playing a marathon of a Jeff Dunham Christmas special, or God help us, The Big Bang Theory. I swear, it's enough to make a man want to crap tinsel and puke candy canes. But, I mean, I guess it's not all bad. Maybe it's the magic of the season, or the fact that I've been drinking since Thanksgiving. See? I'm not an alcoholic, I'm being festive. But there are certain movies and TV shows that pull me out of my existential funk. So, here's to them. This is the DVD Grouch's top 10 favorite Christmas specials of the moment right now. String up the lights and light up the tree, because we're about to make some revelry. Let's get to it. Number 10. A Very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas. How often is it that the third movie in a series is the best one? After a pretty damn disappointing escape from Guantanamo Bay, the stoner duo bounce back in a big way, in a Christmas movie that's bigger, louder, funnier, and more heartfelt than anything else that's come before.
A lot of times when I got high, things would go really wrong.
But Harold, weed is so good. It gets you high.
I got nothing against weed, okay? Had plenty of fun times with weed, but I'm an adult now. And frankly, I'm kind of glad that the craziness is behind me. Do you smell something burning? Or...
The plot is very simple. After years of estrangement, Kumar has destroyed Harold's Christmas tree, a very special Christmas tree that belonged to his father-in-law, played by Danny Trejo. Now the two must navigate New York City on Christmas Eve, crossing paths with Russian mobsters, drugged-up toddlers, and of course, Neil Patrick Harris. Hell, they even get claymated at one point. Now you can't tell me that that's not awesome. Harold and Kumar's 3D Christmas might not be the smartest movie on the block, but it's light, fun, and funny, and in the end, isn't that exactly what we're looking for at Christmas time?
It's not this in a movie, man. Just shoot this motherfucker. People come.
We can find the people.
No, it's fine.
Now what?
I don't know.
Number 9. X-Men Evolution on Angel's Wings. It is a very hard task to have a show serve as both a good Christmas special and just a good episode period that can be played and enjoyed all year round. However, this episode is one of the few that managed to pull it off. As the title suggests, this episode deals with the mutant Angel, who has chosen Christmas time to strike out on his own as a vigilante.
Eyewitnesses claim a winged man flew down from the sky, capturing the alleged thief. His wings were beautiful, and he was so handsome.
And so, Dr. Johnson, you're saying these angel reports are just another kind of UFO sighting?
Yes. Stories like this quickly take on a life of their own, growing more exaggerated with each telling. And soon you'll find otherwise rational people seeing and believing very irrational things.
Doing so brings him into the view of both the X-Men and the Brotherhood, who will stop at nothing to recruit him. This is just a beautiful episode, from the rich holiday colors to the angelic score, and there's a really interesting undercurrent of religion and faith that makes the whole thing an excellent watch, Christmas time or any time for that matter.
To entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares.
Shakespeare?
The Bible.
Number 8. Justice League, Comfort and Joy. In my mind, far too many Christmas specials feel they need a big threat or grandiose villain in order to build drama. How many specials are built around someone or something trying to ruin Christmas, I ask you? Comfort and Joy, as the title would suggest, bucks this trend entirely and takes things nice and slow.
Son, it's good to be back. And I brought a friend.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Kent. I hope I'm not intruding. Clark was most insistent I join you for the holiday. My name is Jean. I'm a Martian.
Oh, we're no strangers to aliens in this house.
The episode has the Justice League taking some much-needed R&R during the holiday season, and the episode deals with how each member, deals with the holidays. The Flash tries to get the perfect toy for some orphans, Green Lantern and Hawkgirl go intergalactic bar hopping, but the best story by far has to be John Jones, the Martian Manhunter, who joins the Kents in Smallville for Christmas. You see, being a Martian, John Jones has no idea what Christmas is, but even more so, being a psychic means he gets to hear everyone's inner thoughts, and at Christmas time when everyone's driven into a consumer rage, it's not exactly the best picture of humanity to be painted for the poor guy. But by the end it all works out, and if you don't have a fuzzy feeling inside, you better check your pulse.
And he said he didn't bring a gift.
Number 7. Arthur Christmas. I wanted to include at least one new movie on my list, and Arthur Christmas is definitely the best new Christmas special I've seen in a long time. Lots of movies have tried to deal with the extended family of Santa. Some are really good and hard to find, and some are really easy to find and star Vince Vaughn, so yeah, moving on. The story as it is deals with Arthur, Santa's clumsy son forced to work in the mailroom, while his older brother Steve runs the entire Christmas operation. When a child is accidentally missed on Christmas Eve, Arthur must team up with his grandfather, the Grand Santa, voiced by Bill Nighy, and transverse the globe before dawn and fix the mistake. This movie has a great voice cast, some amazing animation from Aardman, the people who brought us Wallace and Gromit, and generally a beautiful story filled with childlike wonder, the sort of stuff that's really hard to capture. I get the feeling a lot of people missed this movie when it came out, and that's a real shame because I personally feel it has all the makings of a Christmas classic. Number 6. The Ice Harvest. I might only have mentioned it 100 times before, but my favorite genre is crime, and one of the best crime movies to take place during the season of giving is The Ice Harvest. John Cusack plays a shady lawyer who plans to swindle a mob boss on Christmas Eve, with the help of a sleazy strip club owner played by Bad Santa himself, Billy Bob Thornton. The movie was directed by Harold Ramis, and he manages to bring all his patented humor to what is a pretty noir movie. I also love the idea that everything is drenched in tinsel and Christmas paraphernalia, but the characters spend most of their time in gloomy strip clubs. They say Christmas brings out the best in everyone, but what about the people who weren't that great to start with? Number 5. South Park, Mr. Hankey's Christmas Classics.
We've all heard of Rudolph and his shiny nose, and we all know Frosty who's made out of snow. But all of those stories seem kind of gay, 'cause we all know who brightens up our holiday. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
It was really hard to pick my favorite Christmas episode of South Park, mainly because they're all really great specials that you can just tell the creative team put a lot of work into. But I'm a sucker for South Park's brand of musical comedy, and I think Mr. Hankey's Christmas Classics really does a great job showcasing why. Standout songs, of course, include Mr. Mackey's Silver Bells, Mr. Garrison's Merry Fucking Christmas, and my personal favorite, Christmas Time in Hell.
God cast me down from heaven's door to rule in hell forevermore. But now I'm kinda glad that I fell, 'cause it's Christmas time in hell.
It's also a pretty important episode, too, one that pays tribute to Mary Leigh Bergman, an actress who had voiced many of the female characters on the show, but who sadly committed suicide. So yeah, a touching tribute, some funny songs, and a great Star Wars holiday special joke make for a great number 5 pick. A Canadian export much like The Ice Harvest, Trailer Park Boys deals with what criminals do during the holidays. Oh, and it's a comedy. Ricky, the main character, has just gotten out of jail, which means it'll be his first Christmas as a free man. To get gifts for his family means he's gonna have to team up with friends Bubbles and Julian to make their own seasonal miracle, by stealing a lot of shit, of course.
I write letters every year, you know that. I mean, I'm sending a letter off to the big guy tomorrow, so it's taken care of, done, no problem.
Huh?
The letters, you and Mom got me to write them every year at Christmas. I'm sending one off tomorrow again.
The Santa Claus, Rick?
Yeah, the big guy.
The big guy?
The big guy, that's God, Ricky.
Yeah, God. That's what I said, Santa.
Ricky, you know Santa and God aren't the same guy, right?
Dad, you didn't know that? I mean, think about it. How would he get around the world in one night? Of course the same person, right, Bubs?
No, Ricky. Santa and God, that's two different things.
What? Oh, my fuck.
This special is actually a prequel to the TV series of the same name, and some of the best jokes are ones connected to the series. This really is a special that has it all. Comedy, drama, booze, and heart, of course. Not to mention there's this wrenching side story that if you've never visited Sunnydale Trailer Park, maybe this Christmas is the perfect time.
Hey, do you like to party?
Excuse me?
Do you like to party?
Oh my God. Randall? Are you a male prostitute?
Barb Leahy?
Oh, you are. You're a male prostitute and you've been drinking.
No, I'm not a male prostitute. I work construction down in Florida. I got time off for Christmas.
Randall.
Okay, I am a male prostitute and I've had a couple drinks.
Number 3, A Colbert Christmas, the greatest gift of all. A couple years back, networks got this crazy idea in their head that big Christmas-themed variety shows were due for a comeback. Some were good, some were bad, and some were crimes against humor. The main problem with a lot of them is that they were just too damn topical. A Colbert Christmas addresses this problem straight on, and does a straight-up parody of bad holiday specials. The loose plot has Stephen Colbert stuck in his cabin, at the mercy of what else but a relentless killing machine of the forest, a bear.
Well, I'm off to New York.
It's a Colbert Christmas, the greatest gift of all.
All manner of wonderful guests stop by, including Willie Nelson and of course Jon Stewart, and a lot of fun is had. The other real strength of this special is the songs, all instantly catchy and fun as hell. A Colbert Christmas truly is the greatest gift of all.
Wow! It's a DVD of this Christmas special! The one you're watching right now!
It's currently on sale at fine retailers everywhere.
Number 2, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. You can't get much more classic than Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I mean, do I even have to describe the plot to this? It's part of our collective subconscious as a culture. I would be amazed if anyone my age has not seen this special. It's one of the few specials I really remember trying to address the consumerism angle of Christmas. The Grinch steals their worldly possessions, but in the end, they weren't the things that mattered most to the Who's of Whoville. It was more, and seeing this makes the Grinch reevaluate his stance on Christmas. This was a special made in the 60s, and yet so much of it, from the animation to the comedy, hold up so well. And what about that narration by Boris Karloff, the master of the monsters himself? This is the kind of lightning in a bottle special that you could never create again. Like I said, never create again. It's a great special and the kind of special I need to watch every year for it to really feel like Christmas. And my number 1 favorite Christmas special is A Christmas Carol.
A Merry Christmas, Uncle! God save you!
Humbug.
Humbug! Humbug I said, and humbug I mean. Humbug!
A Christmas Carol really is the perfect Christmas special in my mind. There's just so many versions, and while some are stronger than others, nobody really gets it wrong in my mind. You have your animated ones, your live-action ones, your musical ones, your ones with Muppets and Doctor Who, hell, Scrooged even. These are all great specials based on a timeless story about a rich miser who's forced to take a walking tour of his own life and learn the true meaning of Christmas.
I know it all so well, Spirit.
Ebenezer, I release you.
I did love her, you know. Forgive me, Ben. Go on, God!
I almost went after her.
It's a special really built around the strength of the lead character, Scrooge, and every actor who portrayed Scrooge brings their own interpretation to the character, be it Patrick Stewart, Michael Caine, or George C. Scott. Hell, even Jim Carrey did a version of A Christmas Carol that was pretty good. A Christmas Carol is the definition of an emotional roller coaster. It's scary with the ghosts, it's funny, it's sad, and in the end it's unbelievably joyous. I love this special with all my black little grouchy heart, and that's why it's number 1. Well, that's my list. So to you and yours, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Crazy Kwanzaa, Tip-Top Tet, and a solemn and dignified Ramadan. There's no telling what the new year will hold for me, be it Video Shakedown, Caped Chronicles, or Late to the Party. But no matter what happens in the following year, I can bet you one thing. I'm gonna be grouchy. Thanks for watching.